Welcome to Good Guys Podcast, week whatever the hell it is edition. I think it's week 6.
Yay!
And you'll notice the excitable sound next to me. We have another guest this week. Actually, I think this was the guest of our very first podcast, although over the phone. This time, in person, it's none other than Garrett, a.k.a. Carrot, a.k.a. Fausto, a.k.a. I think a lot of other mean things that you've probably said behind his back. Forsyth.
Probably. What's up, everybody? It's great to be here. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. If not, I really don't care.
Yeah. No, and actually, we were trying to discuss, what should be the theme for the day. We looked at Minecraft maybe because there's a plethora of Minecraft toys in the area, and took us back to the nights where Coach was actually sitting here on my porch. And my son dubbed him Squish, so as he became to be known from here on out as Squish.
Yeah. So next time you see good old Coach JV, please call him Squish.
I think that a lot of people already do, and it probably matches his tattoo that he's got, which actually was ironically.
I've never seen his tattoo. I heard it was on his ass.
That's exactly what it is.
Can I say ass on this?
No, I think ass is. I don't know. Didn't Saddam Hussein say ass one time on like a news article, and that's why all of a sudden that became an acceptable?
I think so.
The FCC is like, you know what?
You know what? From now on, that's going to be fact.
We're going to call ass okay because FCC allows it on primetime television. So
okay,
we're good. We're
awesome.
good.
So
okay,
we can't drop the F-bomb, but we can say ass.
Well, you can drop the F-bomb, but we have to go back and do some edits later, and I really don't want to do that. So
fair enough. Okay.
We're shooting from the hip here.
F that.
Shooting from the ass here. Okay, so tonight's game actually. So since you're here, I was actually hoping maybe you could get down to the park for the Good Guys game tonight at 9:30.
I was planning on it. I'm gonna need a ride though. I've had a few brewskis.
Okay, so we're gonna need a ride.
Squish, can you pick us up?
Squish should be able to pick us up. We're here because someone once told me you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's true. That's true. And we started bright and early.
We did.
Well, early-ish. Some of us were up earlier than others.
Okay, so tonight's game is actually it's actually a big game for those who have not been keeping track at home for the last 3 weeks. Trying to secure Good Guys win number 200. We thought we had maybe a crack at it a couple weeks ago. Ran into a tough team. Had a really good shot at it a week ago. Ran into kind of a shitty team that the Good Guys kind of laid an egg and couldn't see through the sun. And the other team
had a plethora of Good Guys innings.
Yeah, we did about 7 of them. I mean it was not a good game. It was a tough game.
More than you want.
It was, but quite honestly, we disappointed everybody, and I think a lot of us are used to that in our lives. Disappointing.
Wait, you disappointed Sue?
Yeah, she didn't even go to the game because she.
Wow, she's that disappointed. That's rough.
I bet we won't even see her tonight either. I'm a little bit worried that we've just completely lost her as a fan now. But I don't even know that she even listens or reads this blog anymore.
Smart money's on no, but I'm sure somebody will tell her that she's been mentioned, and maybe she'll listen on that.
Well, you know what? She is on the Facebooks these days. Are you friends with her on the Facebooks?
I believe that I am.
Are you really?
I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that I am.
No. I need confirmation. Get your phone out and find out right now because she is not just the type of person to accept friendship. She's told me she scrutinizes over every friendship request that she gets, and she doesn't accept them all.
Well, so I'm one of the few people that she'll do shots with.
I've seen it. I think that if anyone that she would accept would be you. She's going to be under Kathy though.
Is it Kathy? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting confirmation on that. I just know that it's a short list. So if you've been on it, then that's going to be impressive. Yeah, they're at the top.
No,
you're not friends. Okay, so this is what you do. So I want to see you add her as a friend.
That's her, correct?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't it look like her?
It does. I mean, it's a small picture.
Okay.
It's on a tiny phone.
So I would suggest you friend request her now, and we will see both, one, if she accepts, and two, how long it takes her to accept. Because I'm kind of curious to see this.
We sent the request at 12:01 p.m.
on
whatever day this is.
Thursday, May third, 23rd.
22nd, 3rd,
No,
4th?
fourth. Damn it!
20-something. Hold on 1 second.
It's been quite a day.
23rd.
23rd.
It's
All
the
right.
23rd.
All right, that's good
Right.
to finally confirm that. So no, it's a
The
beautiful
last
day
time
today.
I used the milk to say what day it is.
Well, I don't know how milk expires in your place. It's a beautiful day today. It's not a bad day at all to have a couple of beers, and we're there, and we're going to start, and we're actually going to keep that going up till game time. So, hey, if you're playing next to me in the field tonight, you're going to have to cover some ground. So, Garrett, USPC Aces, what does that mean to you?
I remember the team, and I remember not liking them, but that's about as far as it goes.
Okay, well, that's not, I mean, it's something.
I mean, I'll throw some bows if I need to.
So,
I'll come
actually,
off the bench.
okay. Well, I did a quick post on this last week. The USPC Aces and the Good Guys have like this amazing history of rivalry with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know, Garrett, that these two teams have faced off 11 times in history? Guess what the record is?
I would imagine it's 6-5.
6-5. It's a good guess. It's actually 5-5-1. The two teams tied once, and they split the other 10. If you looked at the run totals, I think they're so even. I think last time I checked, it was like 134 to 132. Incredible,
That's pretty
incredible.
close.
The even matchup of these two teams. However, the USPC Aces have fallen on hard times in a season where the Good Guys are 3-2, with one loss against a tough team and one loss against a bad team. The USPC Aces, I think, are like 1-4, and they've beat a team that's 0-5, and that's about it. USPC Aces have clearly fallen on hard times. I don't know if they have all the personnel they used to. Father Time has really taken its toll on them. They're a shell of what they used to be. So, I mean, honestly, tonight, and we'll see when the lines come out later with Gamble and Good Guys, as they do every week. I'd like to see what the line's going to be. But where would you put the line, knowing all that?
I mean, I guess there's still some questions out there. Like, is Fausto going to return to the lineup? Is he going to make another run at his strikeout record?
Oh, great questions. Okay, so take us there first. Let's refocus this. First off, let's finish our thoughts on the line.
Yes, but I'm going to favor the Good Guys.
What's the final score?
Final score? Ooh, I'm going to go 15-9.
15-9. That's actually probably a good solid guess. So +3 on the Good Guys score. So Good Guys would be given 6 runs, right? So plus 6 runs. So take us through. So Fausto, are we going to see Fausto on the diamond tonight?
I don't know. It'll be a game time decision.
Okay.
But chances are looking good so far.
All right.
Fausto brought his glove.
Wow, that's something.
And
New Jersey.
He brought his jersey. He even brought his hat.
And his hat.
Because we know where my hat is at. You can't play in the big game without a hat.
HomestarRunner.com for any of those out there wondering.
Now available on YouTube.
Great place to waste an hour. So if you do get out to the field, then that does bring about some more questions. I think we did cover this before. You sit at 41 career hits, I believe. And,
that sounds correct.
And you do have the big record that we've talked about in the past as well. So
yes.
What are your expectations if you step between the lines tonight? What do you expect?
It's gonna be rough. I haven't played in quite some time. Last time I played was probably about 3 years ago, so there's definitely going to be some rust. Maybe we'll hit the cages before we step on the diamond.
There's no cages.
Well, maybe we'll pretend there's cages and take some cuts that way. It's all in the visualization.
The visualization.
Yes.
So actually, if we touch base again real quick on the single game strikeout record of 4, which is for those, it's the golden sombrero as some refer to it. What was higher that night, your strikeout rate or your BAC?
I'm pretty sure they were dead even.
Dead even.
I mean, you don't get such a prestigious record without a high BAC.
So just checking up on the numbers here, 41 career hits. How many of those are extra base hits? Do you know? Because you've hit some extra base hits. But,
yeah.
But I'll tell you,
I would say the majority are singles. So I'd probably say 35 are singles, and the rest are extra bases.
So 40 singles, 1 double. You saved all your big hits for other teams, apparently.
Yeah. Well then,
Well,
that was close.
okay, so here's
Not really.
Okay. Here's another question for you. Did you have more walks or more strikeouts?
Ooh, I think I had more strikeouts than walks.
Just barely. 15 strikeouts in your career, which by the way, you're not first, and you're not even top 3 with that number. So
okay.
rest assured, doing well with that. So what else? What else here? What are you curious about? OPS. How about on base percentage? How often do you get on base?
I would say 20% of the time max.
No. That's way low. You were on base 38% of the time.
Well,
Did you know that you score for every time that you walk up to the plate? 10% of the time you're going to score that time. You're going to get on base and you're going to reach home safely.
I do know something that's not going to show up on the score sheet. Every time that I've scored a run for the good guys, we won.
Every time you scored for the good guys.
Every time.
2009 was a really rough year, so you must not have scored a lot of runs.
I did not.
Okay.
I scored 3 or 4 times in the fall season.
Okay. And we scored, and we must have won 3 or 4 games.
And we must have won a championship because I have a T-shirt.
Wow, how the hell did you get a T-shirt? Did we win championship in fall?
In the fall, yeah.
I don't know if that's true. We'll have to consult the Good Guys Hall of Fame, which is just a mere feet away from our current location.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go consult if you want to.
No.
No, okay.
I don't want to stall anymore. So we're excited to get back down to the park tonight. Let me ask you a quick couple parting questions here. What is one of your favorite Good Guys memories, and what do you expect out of tonight as far as making lasting memories tonight moving forward?
I'm excited for the opportunity to split a jug of beer. Do they still do that?
Oh yeah, milk jugs of beer. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'm excited for that. That was always one of my favorite things to do before, during, and after the game. Sometimes by splitting a jug of beer, I drink it myself. I split it with myself.
Yeah, you ever had that where you go up there and you order a jug of beer and they say how many cups? And you kind of look at them like, what do you mean how many cups?
What? I don't need cups. It's
maybe
its own one large cup.
Yeah, I guess one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
okay. Here's another question for you.
Go on.
There is going to be 10 good guys, 10 standard roster good guys there tonight, in addition to yourself. How many of those 10 good guys can you name right now? It's tough.
Well, I'm gonna say not many.
Not many?
Yeah, I know you, Coach. Is Ben still there?
In at least some structural form, yes.
Okay, not the Ben of old, but the Ben of new.
You know what? Actually, I'll take on a sidestep. We'll actually have to do an entire podcast on the career of Sticks.
That's true.
But he had actually a resurgence of late. The last couple years, he's turned into like Ben Grease in 2006, and that's really what we want.
Right.
That Ben Grease Dark Age that we had, like 2009, right about the time he got married, actually.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe there's something to that. But
it could be a black hole of marriage.
And then he had some knee problems. He punched the ground, and
that was not a smart decision.
You remember that?
Punching the ground. Yeah. I was there that night.
Okay, so this is a coach.
I'm pretty sure I gave him a beer after that.
Coach, myself, Ben Greason of 2018, I guess.
Was Jacob still there?
No, he's not.
No,
he's
I know Jim's
out.
not there. I talked to Jim last night.
Jim was cut.
Well, sorry, Jim.
There's a possibility it might bring Jim back in the future. He's kind of in the minors right now.
Yeah, he's getting some training.
Okay, so
outside of them, I know Daniel's not there anymore, and I know Nick's not there anymore.
No, you're missing one that you're going to hurt his feelings.
I know.
Big gambler.
Big gambler.
Wears blue hats all the time.
Oh, Cubs hat Coco.
Yeah, that's a guy. Okay, so you got
and
those
what about Nick P?
Nick P. You got Nick P. All right, that's half the team.
Okay, there we go.
That's pretty good.
There we go.
It's pretty good. So the ones you missed and you probably have never met from work.
Go on.
Ray.
Okay. Sorry, Ray.
Mikey. Mikey.
That's new to me as well.
Mikey's not. Well, Mikey's a little shy. And I think a lot of people will come out and say, they'll tell you, be real quick to tell you, Mikey's shy.
A couple shots will fix that.
He's a little reserved. Yeah, a couple shots. That's what Mikey freaking needs. He's a little reserved, so it'll be tough to get Mikey out of his shell tonight, but we'll try to see if he can meet you. So then Mikey's brother-in-law, Jesse. Jesse and Mikey were kind of a package deal. Once we got Jesse and the Rippers, yeah. So we were trying to. We could not get Jesse without getting Mikey also. If you
Fair
had,
enough.
you'll
Fair
find
enough.
that also.
So which one's the catcher?
Well, it depends on the night. Sometimes the pitch, sometimes the catch.
Oh!
So Jesse, Mikey, Ray from work. Farnsworth. You never met Farnsworth?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Well, that's the other half of the team you're missing.
Yeah.
And then finally, Bobo in Poland. Bobo, I'm dumping one out for you right now in Poland. He's not dead. He's just in Poland. You got any
Tomato.
you got any good Polish jokes for us?
No, not really.
I really expected you to have a good Polish joke. Here's a joke for you.
Well, you can tell a Polish a joke, but they're not going to get it.
Oh, is that kind of like a blonde joke too?
Kind of.
The sheepdog gets all the sheep together and comes up to the shepherd and says, "Hey, here's your 30 sheep." And the shepherd looks around and says, "I only count 26." He says, "I rounded them up."
Nice.
Get it? You get the joke?
I do get the joke.
All right. Any
I hope
parting,
all you get the joke as well.
any parting shots? Okay, here's quick, just last off the cuff. What's going to happen tonight? What are we going to see out there? You said 15-9 victory. That's great.
Yeah.
Give me some detail. Who's going to be the hero of the night? What are you going to see out of Fausto? What are we going to see out of someone else?
Fausto's probably going to focus mainly on the dugout activities and the curls. Make sure everybody's spirits are lifted.
Okay.
He's pretty good at that. Outside of that, you're going to have a terrible inning. It's a given.
We've had fewer and fewer of those, just so you know.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it's just a one. I think we're going to give up 6 runs in 1 inning, and I think it's going to be early. But we're going to bounce back. We're going to start hitting, start actually fielding the ball pretty well, and we'll pull it out.
And then pull it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull it out just in time.
Just
in time.
All right. Well, you heard it here second, I guess, because I heard it first, and you're hearing it second. And 9:30 game tonight. We'll get down to the park. What are you going to karaoke after the game?
I don't karaoke alone. So
That's fine. We'll get other people up there with you to do some "You've Lost
I'm
That
all-
Love and Feeling" or.
I'm always partial to You've Lost That Love
I
and
knew you
Feeling.
were. All right. Well, this is Fausto, aka Garrett,
What up?
and myself signing off, and we'll see you out there.